Let us now have problem number 2 of homogeneous differential equation. So, find the general solution of the quantity 6x squared minus 7y squared dx minus 14xy dy is equal to 0. Again, we have to determine the value of m and n. So m is always with dx. So we have 6x squared minus 7y squared. And n is always with dy. In here we have negative 14xy. Okay? Now, since m is simpler than m, obviously, we have to use the relation y is equal to vx and dy is equal to v dx plus x dv. And substitute these values in the original equations. So we have 6x squared minus 7y squared, but y is equal to vx. Therefore, we have v squared x squared dx minus 14x times y, but y is vx again, times dy, which is equal to v dx plus x dv, and that is equal to 0. Okay? Next, factoring x squared on the first term, we have 6 minus 7 v squared x squared dx minus 14 x squared v squared dx minus 14 x cubed v dv is equal to 0. Okay, next. Combining terms. In here we have the x. So we may combine these two terms. So we have 6 minus 7 v squared minus 14 v squared x squared dx. Since it has x squared in here, we may also factor out x squared in the process. Minus 14 x cubed v dv is equal to 0. Or simplifying this, we have 6 minus 21 v squared x squared dx minus 14 x cubed v dv is equal to 0. Separating the variables, we have x squared dx over x cubed minus 14v dv over 6 minus 21 v squared is equal to 0. Okay? Okay. So, dividing x squared dx by x cubed, we'll have dx over x minus, we have 14b in the numerator. We have here 21 v squared. If you're going to use du over u, then we may factor out 3 in the denominator. So we have 14 v dv over 3 times 2 minus 7 v squared is equal to 0. Okay? So we have dx over x minus 1/3. Okay? 14v dv over 2 minus 7v squared is equal to 0. Simplifying this further, we have, now if you're going to integrate, we have du over u. If this is in the form of du over u, Your u is 2 minus 7b squared. Your du therefore is negative 14v dv. We have your 14b dv. So that should be negative, and this becomes positive. Okay? So we have the right du in this term in the equation. So we have to integrate now. Integrating dx over x plus 1/3 the integral of negative 14v dv over 2 minus 7b squared is equal to c. We have ln of x plus 1/3 ln of 2 minus 7v squared is equal to c. Or we have ln of x times 2 minus 7v squared raised to 1/3 is equal to c. Or we have x times 2 minus 7v squared raised to 1/3 is equal to e to the c. But what is v? b again is equal to y over x. So we have x times 2 minus 7 v square is y square over x square raised to 1/3 is equal to e to the c. Next, x times 2x square minus 7y square all over x square raised to 1/3 is equal to e to the c. And then we have x times 2x square minus 7y square raised to 1/3 over x square raised to 1/3 is equal to e to the c. Or we have x times x raised to negative 2/3 times 2x square minus 7y square raised to 1/3 is equal to e to the c. Okay? Next. So x times x raised to negative 2/3 will give us x raised to 1/3 times 2x square minus 7y square raised to 1/3 is equal to e to the c. Okay? So 1 times x raised to negative 2/3 is x raised to 1/3. So we have x times 2x square minus 7y square is equal to e to the 3c. If we're going to let e to the 3c be equal to c sub 1, your solution must be x times 2x square minus 7y square is equal to c sub 1. And that answers example number 2. Okay?